Thus Rajanayuddha, the battle that gave Bharat its name. Before the rise of great empires, before the legends of Mahabharata and Ramayana, there was a war that shaped Bharat's destiny. The Thus Rajanayuddha, or the Battle of Ten Kings. This battle, chronicled in the Rig Veda, the seventh book, the 18th Shukta, was not just a war of power, but a war of dharma, a struggle for sovereignty, faith, and the very identity of Vedic civilization. It was fought on the banks of the Ravi River, then known as Parushini, in what is now Punjab, India Pakistan border region. This was not a war between mere mortals, but a divine saga where gods, rishis, and warriors shaped history. The leaders of this righteous cause? King Sudhaj, the mighty ruler of the Bharata tribe. His adversaries? A confederation of 10 powerful kings, including the mighty tribes such as the Purus, Druyus, Yadus, Anus, and others who sought to destroy Sudhaj and gain dominance. But why did this battle happen? What led to this massive Vedic war? And most importantly, how did this battle lay the foundation for Bharat as we know it today? The backstory to the war. The story begins with the Bharata tribe, a powerful lineage that followed Vedic traditions and upheld Sanatan Dharma. Their leader, King Sudhaj, was a noble and righteous ruler who had expanded his domain with the guidance of the great rishi Visheshta. Under Sudhaj, the Bharatas followed Dharma, Yajnas, and Vedic traditions, making them the most powerful Vedic tribe. However, power breeds enemies, and the biggest betrayal came from none other than Vishwamitra, a former ally turned bitter enemy. Vishwamitra, once a Kshatriya king, had become a rishi but harbored jealousy and revenge against Visheshta. He incited the 10 tribes to form a grand alliance against Sudhaj. The 10 tribes who joined forces against Sudhaj were Purus, the ancestors of Kauravas and Pandavas; Druyus, the powerful tribe later associated with Gandhara; Anus, the ancestors of Iranians and Persians; Yadus, the forefathers of Lord Krishna's dynasty; Matsyas, later settled in Rajasthan; Paktas, the ancestors of modern Pashtuns; Balanas, settled near modern Balochistan; Alinas, Sivas, and Visasians. With Vishwamitra's guidance, these tribes launched a massive attack on Sudhaj, hoping to annihilate the Bharatas and take control of the Saraswati and Ravi River regions, the sacred heartland of the Vedic civilizations. But King Sudhaj was no ordinary ruler. He was not just a warrior, but a defender of Dharma. He knew that this war was not just for territory, it was a battle for the survival of the principles of Sanatan Dharma. The war, Sudhaj versus the Ten Kings. The battlefield was set near the Parushni River. The Ten King Alliance, confident in their numbers, sought to trap Sudhaj from all sides. The enemy planned to block Sudhaj at the river banks, forcing him into a corner. But Sudhaj, guided by Rishi Visheshta, invoked Vedic Suktas and the blessings of Indra, the god of storms and war. And then the impossible happened. A sudden flood swept through the battlefield, drowning the enemy troops. The Purus, Druyus, and others struggled to maintain their formation. Sudhaj seized the moment, launching a lightning-fast attack. The Rig Veda describes how Indra's divine intervention gave Sudhaj the upper hand. The Bharata warriors, fueled by Vedic chants and righteous fury, unleashed a devastating assault. The alliance collapsed, their leaders slaughtered, and their warriors scattered. By the end of the war, 5 of the 10 kings were dead, and the rest were either captured or forced to flee. Sudhaj had achieved an impossible victory, outnumbered but never outmatched. The aftermath. How Sudhaj redefined Bharat. The victory of Sudhaj was not just one battle, it had far-reaching consequences. The rise of the Bharata tribe. This victory established the Bharatas as the supreme power in the region. The foundation of the Kuru dynasty. The Bharatas later merged with the Kurus, forming the Kuru dynasty, the lineage of Mahabharata's heroes. The expansion of Vedic civilization. The defeat of the 10 kings allowed the Vedic culture, traditions, and rituals to flourish, shaping the spiritual identity of Bharat. The tribe of the Bharatas hence gained dominance in the land between the mountains in the north and the ocean in the south, founding its name of Bharat. This wasn't just an event, it was the beginning of a new era. How it shaped later history. Even centuries later, the legacy of Das Rajanayuddha remains alive. The Kuru Panchala dynasty, which later ruled Hastinapur, emerged from the Sudhaj bloodline. The enemies of Sudhaj, particularly Druyus and Anus, migrated westward, forming the kingdom of Gandhara and early Indo-Iranian civilizations. The concept of Dharma Yuddha, war for righteousness, was reinforced, later reflected in the Mahabharata war. Why this war still matters today. The Battle of the Ten Kings is not just a forgotten chapter of the Rig Veda, it is our history, our legacy, and our inspiration. It reminds us that Bharat has always been a land of warriors defending its culture, value, and dharma against external and internal threats. As the echoes of Das Rajna still resound in the sands of Punjab, let us remember the words of our ancestors Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. Dharma protects those who protect it. If you enjoyed the video, please support it by liking, sharing, and subscribing to Vedic Chronicles. Jai Hind.